notice that's useful, let them. I sit where I can see the doorway, back against the darkest wall. Let the whiskey take its time while everybody tells me all. One man smiles a little wider when the money comes around. Another calls you brother, then changes when you're not in town. She says everything is perfect, but her eyes look toward the door. People tell you what they're hiding if you let them talk some more. So I listen without judging, let them think I'm half asleep. I know more than I let them see, and what I know, I keep. I don't need to show my cards, I don't need to prove I'm right. Some truths become much clearer when you leave them in the night. I know more than I let them see. Every lie leaves something underneath. Every pause, every glance, every word they thought was free. I know more than I let them see. Let them talk, let them believe that silence means I don't understand. A wise man doesn't show the room, every card inside his hand. Let them talk. There was a time I answered quickly, had to prove that I was right. Now I let a liar finish before deciding if I'll fight. I've watched secrets cross a table without anybody saying names. Watched a smile become a warning when the conversation changed. The loudest man keeps making promises, the quiet one remembers facts. And every time they underestimate me, I learn something I can use. Not every truth requires an answer, not every insult needs a scene. Sometimes knowing when to say nothing tells you everything you need. People reveal their intentions when they think you're unaware. Silence gives them enough freedom to show you what's really there. See, every lie leaves something underneath. Every pause, every glance, every word they thought was free. I know more than I let them see. Let them talk, let them believe that silence means I don't understand. A wise man doesn't show the room, every card inside his hand. Let them talk. Someone once asked me, why don't you say more? I smiled, because I've learned the moment people know exactly what you're thinking, they start choosing what they show you. But when they believe you're not watching, they show you who they are. So I don't interrupt, I don't correct them, I just remember. I know more than I let them see, and I don't need the room, believe in me. I've watched loyalty turn to envy, watch the truth hide underneath. I know more than I let them see. No announcement, no confession, no need to make them understand. The man who knows when not to speak usually knows more than the man who says everything he can. The bartender poured another across the room. They kept on talking. One looked over, thought I wasn't listening. I raised my glass, gave him a smile, and let him keep thinking that sometimes knowing less about what I know is exactly where I want them. You wanna know who someone really is? Don't question them. Get quiet and wait. I used to fill the empty spaces. Every silence made me speak. Thought the truth was something hidden that a clever man should seek. Now I sit across the table, let the seconds take their time. People hate an empty moment, so they fill it with their minds. One man starts defending something nobody accused him of. Another talks about his loyalty a little more than loyalty should. I don't challenge, I don't question, I just let the evening breathe. Silence tells me who they really are before they know what they've revealed. Give a man enough silence, he'll eventually fill the air. And somewhere between his sentences he'll show you what's really there. Silence tells me who they really are. Every hidden motive leaves a mark. I don't need to chase the truth, I let it find me in the dark. Let them talk, let them explain, let them reach a little too far. Silence tells me who they really are. And people show you everything when they forget you're watching from the dark. She said, "There's nothing you should worry about." I never said there was. Then she gave me 7 reasons why I shouldn't lose my trust. I smiled and took another drink, never asked her where she'd been. Funny how an unanswered question makes confession slowly begin. Across the room a friend was laughing with the man he claimed to hate. They shook hands beneath the table while discussing someone's fate. I didn't need another answer, didn't need to make a scene. The quiet gave me something words could never give to me. Truth doesn't always need a question. Sometimes all it needs is room. Let the silence stay there long enough and masks start slipping soon. Silence tells me who they really are. Every hidden motive leaves a mark. I don't need to chase the truth, I let it find me in the dark. Let them talk, let them explain, let them reach a little too far. Silence tells me who they really are. And people show you everything when they forget you're watching from the dark. Was having the final word. Now I let somebody else have it, because the last word often comes with something useful. One more detail, one careless confession, one look they didn't mean to give. So when a liar thinks he's convinced me, I don't interrupt. I simply smile and let him continue. Silence tells me who they really are. I've seen saints reveal their shadows in the dark. I've watched loyalty become ambition, watched a smile become a scar. I don't accuse, I don't expose them, I just remember who they are. Silence tells me who they really are. Because a quiet man can hear the truth before the loudest man knows he said it at all. The room emptied after midnight. Coats disappeared, glasses stayed. The bartender asked, "You always this quiet?" I smiled. Only when people are telling me everything I need to know. Then I finished my whiskey and walked into the rain. They thought the door was closed. It wasn't. Funny what people say when they think were standing in the hallway, just beyond the amber light. Heard my name behind the doorway, somewhere after 1 that night. Same men drinking at my table, same ones calling me their friend, but their voices sounded different when they thought the room would end. One was laughing at my weakness, one was counting what I owned. One said he'll never see it coming. Then I heard another toast. I could have walked inside that moment, could have shown them what I knew. Instead I straightened up my jacket and let them keep talking through. Knowing something they don't know, you know, changes everything. You stop listening to their promises and start watching what they do. I heard everything, I just said nothing. Every word they thought was safe, every joke, every little lie, every smile behind my face. I could have turned the whole room over, could have put them in their place. I heard everything, I just said nothing. Sometimes silence is the strongest move you make. Keep smiling, I already know. Next morning they arrive like always, perfect suits and polished shoes. One put both his hands upon me, asked, "How's everything with you?" I said, "Never been much better." Watched relief cross through his eyes. That's the moment I discovered how much comfort lives inside a lie. I stopped sharing where I was going, stopped explaining what I'd planned, let them think they still could read me while I quietly changed my hand. There's an advantage in appearing like you haven't seen the game. People rarely change their strategy when they think you're still the same. I don't need a confrontation. Truth doesn't need a crowded room. Sometimes knowing who's against you is more useful than letting them know. You know, I heard everything, I just said nothing. Every word they thought was safe, every joke, every little lie, every smile behind my face. I could have turned the whole room over, could have put them in their place. I heard everything, I just said nothing. Sometimes silence is the strongest move you make. People always ask, why didn't you confront them? For what? To watch a liar become more careful, to teach a traitor how to hide. No, I'd rather know exactly who I'm sitting with, then warn him. I've seen behind the smile, so I shook their hands, remembered every word and changed what they were allowed to know about me. I heard everything, I just said nothing, and that silence taught me more than rage. Every man eventually shows you who he is when he feels safe. I stopped asking, stopped accusing, simply turned another page. I heard everything, I just said nothing, because knowing the truth was worth much more than watching them explain it away. They still think I never heard them. That's alright. Some information becomes more valuable when nobody knows you have it. Months later, one of them asked me, "You've been different lately." I looked at him, took another sip, and smiled. "Have I?" He laughed. I laughed. Neither of us said another word, but only one of us knew why. I heard everything, I just said nothing. Nothing. They thought the door was closed. It wasn't. A man once told me, never lie about what you know, then smiled, and never tell them all of it. I learned early at the table, every man will show his hand if he thinks you haven't noticed, if he thinks you don't understand. So I stopped correcting stories, stopped revealing what I'd seen, let them paint their little pictures while I watched what lay beneath. One man asked me what I knew about a deal he'd made downtown. I knew every name involved, but only smiled and looked around. Said I've heard a thing or two, then watched his confidence unwind. You don't have to show your knowledge to know what's on their mind. Keep a little behind your eyes, keep a little out of sight. The man who shows his whole hand early gives away the game before the night. Never tell them everything you know, leave a little where the shadows go. Let them wonder, let them guess, let them think they're in control. Never tell them everything you know. You don't need to show your cards just because they're asking for your hand. A wise man keeps a little truth where only he can understand. Some cards stay face down. She once asked me, do you trust me? Over whiskey after 2, I could hear the hidden question underneath the one she used. I said, trust is built in silence, nothing more and nothing less. She started filling in the spaces, trying hard to read my chest. That's when I learned another lesson. People fear what they can't see. Give them every thought you're thinking, and they'll learn your strategy. But leave a room behind your silence that belongs to you alone. And no one gets to use your secrets as a map to where you're going. Not every truth needs daylight. Not every thought needs a name. Sometimes keeping something private is how a gentleman stays ahead. Never tell them everything you know. Leave a little where the shadows go. Let them wonder, let them guess, let them think they're in control. Never tell them everything you know. You don't need to show your cards just because they're asking for your hand. A wise man keeps a little truth where only he can understand. Can understand. There is a difference between secrecy and discretion. A frightened man hides because he's afraid. A wise man stays quiet because he knows not everyone deserves access to everything inside his mind. So ask me what I know, I'll tell you enough, never all. Never tell them everything you know. Some truths become more powerful left alone. Let them underestimate you. Let them think they read your soul. Never tell them everything you know. Every secret, every lesson doesn't need another man's applause. The quiet man keeps something back, not because he's afraid to talk. He simply knows the value of what he knows. Say enough to make them listen, never enough to let them see. Every thought, every plan, every door for which you keep the key. The bartender asked me, what were you two talking about? I looked toward the empty chair, took the final sip of my whiskey, and smiled. Nothing important. He nodded. I put on my coat and walked toward the door. Somewhere behind me, someone was still wondering how much I really knew exactly. as it should be. The first lie told me enough. The second told me how far they were willing to go. So I smiled and let them continue. He sat across my table with a story dressed in gold. Every detail sounded perfect, just a little too controlled. Said the meeting never happened, said he'd never made the call. Didn't know I'd seen them leaving through the hotel doors that fall. I could have placed the truth between us, could have watched his story die. Instead I poured another whiskey and looked calmly in his eyes. Said, "Go on, I'm listening." He relaxed and carried on. I let him think that he had fooled me just to learn what else was wrong. Catch one lie and they'll replace it. Give them room and they'll reveal. Sometimes acting like you believe them shows you something more real. I let them think they fooled me, let them smile and walk away. Let them think I bought the story, let them think they'd won the game. I saw the cracks, I heard the changes, I remembered every name. I let them think they fooled me, because a liar shows you more when he believes he's safe. Keep talking, you're doing fine. She told me she was working late. I never asked her where she'd gone. She volunteered a dozen details before I ever said one word. Names I hadn't asked about, places I had never known. Every answer built another door to something she'd been trying to close. I didn't raise my voice in anger, didn't ask to see her phone. A man can learn a lot by watching how somebody acts alone. So I smiled across the table like I hadn't seen a thing. Sometimes people build their own confession if you give them enough string. You don't always need an answer when behavior makes it clear. Truth gets easier to recognize when you stop telling people what you fear. I let them think they fooled me, let them smile and walk away. story. Let them think they'd won the game. I saw the cracks, I heard the changes. I remembered every name. I let them think they fooled me, because a liar shows you more when he believes he's safe. Someone asked me once why I let them lie to your face. Because once I expose what I know, they learn what to hide. They change the story, change the route, change the way they look me in the eyes. But if they think I haven't noticed, they stay exactly who they are. And I'd rather know the truth about a person than teach them how to become a better liar. I let them think they fooled me, but I knew before they left. Every pause, every contradiction, every breath they tried to catch. I didn't need a confrontation, didn't need to win that night. I let them think they fooled me, while quietly I changed where they belonged. Inside my life, they thought my silence meant believing. They mistook my calm for being blind. But I was already 3 steps farther by the time they thought they crossed the line. Weeks later, he asked me, "You trust me, don't you?" I looked at him, took a slow sip, and smiled. "I know you," he smiled back, thinking it meant the same thing. It didn't. I never told him how much I knew. Everybody watches the man who's talking. Nobody watches the man who's listening. There's a table in the corner where the amber light runs low. I sit with one hand on my whiskey, watching conversations flow. One man talks about his fortune, like the whole room needs to know. Another swears he'd die for someone he betrayed a week ago. There's a woman near the doorway, watching someone else's chair. There's a handshake by the window, with a warning hidden there. Nobody thinks I'm paying attention. That's exactly how I like the game. The quiet man at the table already knows more than they've said. Every glance becomes an answer, every pause reveals a clue. people tell you who they really are before they know they've told you. The quiet man at the table knows everything. He hears the truth beneath the words they bring. He knows who's lying, who's pretending, who's afraid of losing what. While everybody fights to be remembered, he remembers everything they forgot. The quiet man at the table knows everything, and that's why he doesn't need to speak. Keep talking, I'm listening. They started talking business somewhere after 2:30. Numbers changed between the glasses, promises were traded too. One man said, "Nobody knows this," then leaned closer to his friend. I looked down into my whiskey like I hadn't heard a thing. A name slipped out by accident, then vanished underneath a laugh. But I've learned careless little moments often tell you more than facts. So I never asked a question, never gave away a sign. People guard their secrets poorly when they think you're wasting time. The loudest voice commands attention, but attention isn't sight. The man who says the least at dinner often understands the room by night. The quiet man at the table knows everything. He hears the truth beneath the words they bring. He knows who's lying, who's pretending, who's afraid of losing what. While everybody fights to be remembered, he remembers everything they forgot. The quiet man at the table knows everything, and that's why he doesn't need to speak. A young man once asked me, "How do you know so much about people?" I told him, "Stop waiting for your turn to speak. Watch what happens when money enters the room. Watch who changes when somebody important arrives. Watch who looks away when loyalty gets expensive. Listen to what people say, but more importantly, notice when they stop saying it." That's where most of the truth lives. The quiet man at the table knows everything, not because he's smarter than every man he meets. He simply watches while they perform and listens underneath. He knows a smile can hide resentment, knows a promise can be cheap. The quiet man at the table knows everything, because while everybody else was talking, he was learning who to keep. You can own the room with conversation. You can make them know your name. But the man who understands the room doesn't need to own the the stage, near closing time. The bartender came over, looked at the empty glasses, then looked at me. You barely said a word tonight. I smiled, put some money on the table, and stood. I didn't need to. Outside, rain covered the street behind me. They were still talking, and I already knew everything I needed to know. There's a woman near the doorway, watching someone else's chair. There's a handshake. There was a time I needed people to understand me. That was a long time ago. I used to answer every question, used to defend every choice. Thought if people misunderstood me, I just hadn't used the right voice. I'd explain why I was leaving, why I didn't call them back, why some doors stayed closed behind me, why I chose another path. Then one night across a table, someone judged a life they'd never known. I started giving them my reasons, then stopped and finished my drink alone. That's when something changed inside me, something quiet, something clear. Not everybody needs an answer, not everybody gets to come near. People see what they wanna see, hear whatever fits their mind. You can spend your life explaining, or simply live it and leave the noise behind. I stopped explaining myself years ago, stopped telling everybody where I go. If you understand me, walk beside me. If you don't, that's fine with me. I stopped explaining myself years ago. I don't owe the room my reasons. I don't need them seeing what I see. A man becomes a little freer when he stops asking strangers who he should be. Think what you want, I'll sleep just fine. Someone asked why I stay quiet. Someone said I'd grown too cold. Another said I must be hiding something nobody had been told. Maybe silence makes them nervous, maybe distance makes them guess. People invent explanations when you don't provide the rest. I learned every accusation doesn't deserve a courtroom scene, and every person asking questions doesn't need to know what they mean. So when someone says you've changed, I don't argue anymore. I simply smile and say you're right, then calmly walk toward the door. Peace gets easier to protect when you stop defending every move. The people who truly know you rarely need anything proved. I stopped explaining myself years ago. Stopped telling everybody where I go. If you understand me, walk beside me. If you don't, that's fine with me. I stopped explaining myself years ago. I don't owe the room my reasons. I don't need them seeing what I see. A man becomes a little freer when he stops asking strangers who he should be. Think what you want, I'll sleep just fine. Someone asked why I stay quiet. Someone said I'd grown too cold. Another said I must be hiding something nobody had been told. Maybe silence makes them nervous, maybe distance makes them guess. People invent explanations when you don't provide the rest. I learned every accusation doesn't deserve a courtroom scene, and every person asking questions doesn't need to know what they mean. So when someone says you've changed, I don't argue anymore. I simply smile and say, you're right, then calmly walk toward the door. Peace gets easier to protect when you stop defending every move. The people who truly know you rarely need anything proved. I stopped explaining myself years ago. Stopped telling everybody where I go. If you understand me, walk beside me. If you don't, that's fine with me. I stopped explaining myself years ago. I don't owe the room my reasons. I don't need them seeing what I see. A man becomes a little freer when he stops asking strangers. I didn't ask them anything. That's the funny part. They just kept talking. It started somewhere after midnight. 3 men sitting down the bar. One was talking about loyalty while explaining who his enemies are. Another mentioned someone's business, said the name without a thought, then tried to pull the sentence backward when he realized what he'd let out. I kept looking at my whiskey, never turned to join the scene. People speak a little freer when they think you're in between. By the time the clock struck 1, I knew the reason for the deal. They talked too much and told me everything without me asking anything. You don't always need a question. You don't need to press too hard. Give a man enough attention and he'll eventually show his cards. They talked too much and told me everything, every secret hiding underneath, every name, every motive, every promise they didn't mean. They talked too much and told me everything. I just listened, let them wander, let the silence pull the string. Funny how a man reveals himself when he loves the sound of himself speaking. Go on, you're telling me plenty. A woman joined us near the closing, said she hated little games, then spent 20 minutes telling me who was sleeping with which names. She said, don't tell anybody. I hadn't asked to know at all. That's the trouble with a secret. People want someone to hear it fall. Then she started talking business, mentioned numbers, dates, and plans. I watched another man's expression when she mentioned where he stands. Nobody noticed that small moment, but I saw his fingers freeze. Sometimes one careless conversation gives you every missing piece. The truth rarely walks in shouting. Usually it slips between the lines, and the man who's busy listening sees it long before it shines. They talk too much and told me everything, every secret hiding underneath, every name, every motive, every promise they didn't mean. They talk too much and told me everything. I just listened, let them wander, let the silence pull the string. Funny how a man reveals himself when he loves the sound of himself speaking. People think information comes from asking. Sometimes asking is the worst thing you can do. Ask the wrong question, and suddenly everyone becomes careful. So I don't rush them. I I let the glass get empty, let the night get late, let the silence become uncomfortable. And eventually, someone says exactly what they shouldn't. They talked too much and told me everything, and never knew how closely I was listening. Every weakness, every alliance, every crack behind the scene. They talked too much and told me everything. No interrogation, no accusation, no need to pull a single string. I learned more by saying almost nothing than they learned from everything they said to me. Some men speak to show their power, some speak because they fear the quiet. But every extra word leaves something for the patient man to find. The bartender stacked the glasses. One of the men looked over. "You've been quiet all night." I smiled. You boys had plenty to say." He laughed. So did I. Then I put on my coat, walked into the rain, and carried every word with me. You thought I didn't know, because I didn't say anything. That's where you were wrong. I saw the way the room went quiet every time I walked inside. Saw the glance between two people who had something left to hide. Heard the stories change in details, watched the dates refuse to fit. Saw a friend become too friendly when he wanted something quick. I noticed every hesitation, every smile that came too late, every hand that felt much warmer when there was money on the plate. But I never asked a question, never gave away a sign. They mistook my silence for not knowing, while I quietly read every line. I saw it, I heard it, I simply let it be. Because knowing what someone thinks you've missed can tell you everything you need. My silence was never ignorance. I knew more than I ever said. I saw the truth behind their smiles, heard the warning underneath. My silence was never ignorance. Don't mistake my calm for being blind. I knew exactly what was happening. I simply didn't need to show my hand that night. I knew. I just didn't tell you. once asked why I believed her after everything she'd said. I looked across the candlelight and slowly shook my head. I never said that I believed you. For a moment she went still. Funny how 6 simple words can tell somebody what you will. I didn't list the contradictions, didn't mention what I'd seen. There was nothing left to argue when the truth was already clean. Some people need confrontation just to prove that they were right. I prefer to know the truth than choose who leaves my life. Not every lie needs exposing, not every mask needs your hand. Sometimes knowing who you're dealing with is all you need to understand. My silence was never ignorance. I knew more than I ever said. I saw the truth behind their smiles, heard the warning underneath. My silence was never ignorance. Don't mistake my calm for being blind. I knew exactly what was happening. I simply didn't need to show my hand that night. I knew. I just didn't tell you. She once asked why I believed her after everything she'd said. I looked across the candlelight and slowly shook my head. I never said that I believed you. For a moment she went still. Funny how 6 simple words can tell somebody what you will. I didn't list the contradictions, didn't mention what I'd seen. There was nothing left to argue when the truth was already clean. Some people need confrontation just to prove that they were right. I prefer to know the truth than choose who leaves my life. Not every lie needs exposing, not every mask needs your hand. Sometimes knowing who you're dealing with is all you need to understand. My silence was never ignorance. I knew more than I ever said. I saw the truth behind their smiles, heard the warning underneath. My silence was never ignorance. Don't mistake my calm for being blind. I knew exactly what was happening. I simply didn't need to show my hand that night. I knew, I just didn't tell you. She once asked why I believed her after everything she'd said. I looked across the candlelight and slowly shook my head. I never said that I believed you. For a moment she went still. Funny how 6 simple words can tell somebody what you will. I didn't list the contradictions, every smile that came too late, every hand that felt much warmer when there was money on the plate. But I never asked a question. Yes, I need people to know what I know. My father used to play cards at a little place downtown. Never celebrated winning, never cursed when luck went down. He'd hold the cards against his jacket, take his whiskey neat and slow. Once he told me, son, remember, never show them all you know. Years went by before I understood him. Life eventually made it clear. People can't use what you don't give them, can't prepare for what they never hear. So I learned to keep some silence where my younger pride once ran. Because a wise man never shows the table, every card inside his hand. Say enough to make them listen, never enough to let them see. Every road you're thinking of, every place you plan to be. A wise man never shows his whole hand, never tells the room everything he understands. Let them wonder, let them guess, let them think they've read the man. A wise man never shows his whole hand. He doesn't need to prove he's clever, doesn't need to make them understand. The more he knows, the less he needs to show what's hidden in his hand. Keep something for yourself. I've watched men lose good positions just to prove that they were right. Watch them show their every weakness, trying to dominate the night. I've seen secrets turn to weapons by the people once called friends. Seen a careless little sentence bring a loyal partnership to end. So I don't give away my thinking just because somebody asks. Some men wanna know your future so they can use it through your past. I don't lie about my intentions, I simply choose what I reveal. There's a difference between hiding and protecting what is real. Not everybody needs the map, not everybody needs the key. Some doors exist inside a man that only he should see. A wise man never shows his whole hand, never tells the room everything he understands. Let them wonder, let them guess, let them think they've read the man. A wise man never shows his whole hand. He doesn't need to prove he's clever, doesn't need to make them understand. The more he knows, the less he needs to show what's hidden in his hand. In his hand. A young man asked me once, How do you stay 3 steps ahead? I told him I don't. I just don't tell everybody where I'm standing. Listen longer than you speak. Watch longer than you judge. And never confuse being underestimated with being weak. Sometimes the greatest advantage a man can have is letting the room believe it already understands him. A wise man never shows his whole hand. He knows exactly where he sits and where he stands. He has nothing left to prove to every loud and watching man. A wise man never shows his whole hand. Let them underestimate him. Let them think they figured out his plans, because the man who knows more than he says usually sees more than they understand. No need for noise, no need for warning, no need to dominate the room. He lets the others do the talking, while the truth comes quietly to him. No more, say less, watch closely, move well, and never show the whole hand until the night is done. The bar was almost empty. I laid my cards face down upon the table. The man across from me smiled. Good hand. I looked at him. Took the final sip of my whiskey.